Hello, sweeties. Good morning. I hope you were able to rest and that you had a great weekend. Now, yesterday was a little bit complicated because of the power outage due to the maintenance that they were doing on the power grid. So, yeah, it was kind of weird. My intention was to stream up to 8 a.m. CST, I think. This old bones didn't last up to even 6 a.m. So I couldn't endure that much, and well, I couldn't continue with the stream as much as I wanted. But that's alright. I'm going to continue as normal today. I had to start a little bit later than usual because of the same thing. I was a little bit tired, so I had to continue in a different way. But that's alright. In any case, my intention is that the following streams, at least the following three, are going to be related to Genshin Impact, to clear my mind a little bit from Borderlands, and also to take advantage of the opportunity and complete those pending quests for Genshin. So right now I'm going with the ones for Clorinde, so hopefully I will be able to complete it on this stream, and then I will be able to continue with the Sichuan, is how it's called. Not quite sure, but I hope I pronounced that correctly. But well, I'm going to continue with that. I'm going to leave you as well with a quote for today, which is: when you can't find someone to follow, you have to find a way to lead by example. Roxane Gay said that. And well, it's pretty accurate, to be honest. To be very honest, I'm not the kind of person that usually follows people. I'm not much of a follower, not much of a leader also, but have this I do have this decision on me to do things as impeccable as possible. I'm not a perfectionist, but when you have that idea in your head to reach perfection, but forgetting about the obsession, then it becomes a powerful tool, because we're human. We are bound by imperfection. We will never be perfect. But if you aim for perfection and you keep working towards that, forgetting about the fact that it will be impossible for you to reach it, then it can become a tool that will help you become better and better every time. Because if you aim for the moon but you reach the stars, well, reaching the stars is as good as reaching the moon, even better. So if you aim for perfection and you progress towards that every time a little bit closer, then that is good. Because if every time you're a step closer to perfection, there will come the time when you're going to be the closest you can ever be as a human to that. And being in that position, to be completely honest, it would be awesome. So if you look at it with that perspective, then it will become a powerful tool for you to improve. And based on that quote, I think it's very close to that perspective I'm mentioning. Because you don't need to follow someone, you don't need to be a leader, but if you decide to live your life in such a way that it becomes an example for others, then that's going to be very great. You don't have to be the follower or the leader, but you're still an inspiration for others. And well, the ground just shook, so that was very unexpected, but that's alright. In any case, I hope that this piece of wisdom is of any help for you. Please remember to take a look at my YouTube channel. You're going to find the link in the description of my Twitch channel alongside my social media. You're going to find a lot of content there, so go nuts. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please like and subscribe. Share it with others for them to enjoy the gameplay as well, and comment if you have anything interesting to say. Now I'm going to continue with the gameplay. This time it's going to be for Genshin Impact and related to Clorinde. Hopefully we'll be able to complete that one and continue with the next one, which will be for Siegwind. And then I will be continuing with the Archon quest, see how things go. So hopefully everything's gonna be fine, but I'm not sure why this thing looks like this. That's very odd. Okay, there. Well, not better, I guess. Let me just fix that. A bit better, I think, right? Well, whatever. Let's go for it. And see how things go. I have to complete as well the daily quests, so let's see how things go. Where is she? Let's see.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this! So rude! Embrace the ice!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
No touching! Blaze over! It really hurt!
Let's get down to
Born
business!
of ice and frost! Boba, get them!
Journey ends
Some target
here.
practice. I'm going in! Let's light it up! Stretch your wings and raise a storm!
Sakura swirl!
Your sacrifice is ready.
Eat this! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Where do you think you're going?
My apologies! Yeah!
journey ends.
Target practice.
Take flight!
Lord of Sand, your sacrifice is ready.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Access denied!
Storm!
This is long overdue!
Where do you think you're going?
You're toast! Nice and spicy! Everybody stand back! Let's embrace the ice! Eat this! Whirling snow!
Okay. Then melt. Melt. What was melt? Don't remember. Okay. So has to be this. What else? Oh, okay, yeah, right. I need fire, fire!
Born of ice and frost, all hail! Didn't see that?
The depths back.
You're toast! Goba, get them!
Be still.
Access denied. I can fix this.
Mind the deluge.
Blaze over. Hey-ya! After throwing him into the fire. Born of ice and
Verdict is...
we're way behind schedule.
But that's difficult. More considering they don't deal us enough damage to actually kill them. Damn it.
This is long overdue. Eat this! Boba, get them! Access denied. No touching.
The depths beckon.
Blaze over. Hey, yeah! Nice and spicy. Let's dance. Hi. Access denied.
Cascade.
Add the frying pan into the fire. Race. Born of ice and frost. Let the show begin. Access denied. Next on the agenda. Nice and spicy. For Rex Lapis. Eat this! Add the frying pan into the fire.
Be still.
Next on the Born of Ice and...
God damn it.
Blaze over.
Kamisato Abe. Suiyu.
You're toast! Boba, get them! Let's dance! No touching!
Cascade.
This is long overdue!
The depths beckon.
Eat this! Add the frying pan into the fire! Access denied! No touching! Access denied!
Be still.
Boba, get them! Race you! Born of ice and frost. We're way behind schedule. No touching! I can fix this! Access denied. All hail!
Actually takes too much.
Kamisato Abe. Suiyu.
You're toast! Add Born of ice and frost. Boba, get them!
It's too long for these idiots to load. Damn it.
Teamwork is trip.
For Rex Lapis!
Mind the deluge.
Eat this! Access denied.
Cascade.
Next on the agenda. No touching.
Really?
Next on the agenda. Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Access denied.
Seriously?
No touching. Blaze over.
Go ahead.
Kamisato wa Suiyu.
Boba, get them! Access denied.
Everybody stand back.
Mind the deluge.
Eat this! No touching. All hail. At the frying pan, it's
Be still.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
You're freaking kidding me. I always forget to lower the volume. This film, for sure, is making an echo, or was making an echo. So, damn it.
This is long. Let's go meet up with the group. Paimon's really looking forward to today's story. Nice and spun. Access denied. Born of ice and frost. Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Blaze over.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Cascade.
You're toast!
Be still.
No touching.
Seriously? Why is it so freaking low?
Kamisato up. Suiyu!
Nice and spicy. Yeah.
I'm going in!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Access denied. All hail.
The depths beckon.
Eat this. Nice and spicy.
Everybody stand back!
Damn it! I hate it when they make it so difficult for no reason. It's just a stupid low event. Why to make it this difficult?
For Rex Lapis.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Mind the deluge.
You're toast. Get them. Help. We did it. Born of ice and frost. Yeah. Access denied. Blaze over.
The depths beckon.
I'm going in!
Hey, yeah. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Born of ice and frost. Boba, get them!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
You're toast! Access denied.
I know. Damn it.
Add Astro. Thank you for coming. Add Astro.
birds call.
Into the wind.
Let's take her a little.
Be still. Mind the deluge.
Share my knowledge. Grow, grow, grow. Steady as stone. Okay.
The wind knows me.
Cascade.
Time to go.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Minute to memory.
Kamisato up. Suiyu.
Make yourselves at home. I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up. Let's play turn a little.
One with nature. Clouds high.
The birds call!
Into the wind.
Grow, grow, grow.
Be still. Mind the deluge.
A minute to memory. Yeah. Sharing my knowledge. Steady as stone.
One with nature.
Let's play turn a little.
Cascade.
Time to go.
Almost done with the chores.
This realm. If you ever had.
Into the wind.
As one with wind and cloud!
The wind knows me.
Committed to memory.
The depths beckon.
Make yourselves at home. This may hurt a little. I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Into the wind. Clouds hide.
The birds call.
Grow, grow, grow.
Be still. Kamisato Aru. Suiyu.
This may hurt a little. The Temple of Wisdom. Leave it all to me.
The wind knows me.
Grow, grow, grow.
One with nature.
As one with wind and cloud.
The wind knows me.
Committed to memory.
Cascade. The depths beckon.
Make yourselves at home. This may hurt a little. I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Let's see what that one gives me.
Clouds hide.
The birds call. Mind the deluge.
The Temple of Wisdom. Leave it all to me.
Into the wind.
Cascade.
Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
Grow, grow, grow.
Be still. Kamisato Aru. Suiyu.
Committed to memory. Make yourselves at home. Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would. I'll catch up.
Now I can finally go for it.
Looks like everyone's here. Now, before we begin, why don't we finish where we left off yesterday? There was an important decision to be made, yes? I'll pour everyone a cup of tea.
Is that really the most important part, though, Clorinde? Paimon's more concerned about our current surroundings. Heavy walls, cold railings, dim lights. This is obviously supposed to be a prison.
I admire the work put into the set. Still, it's obvious the scriptwriter has never paid a visit to the fortress of Meripede.
So this set is going to be a part of the script?
Unfortunately, that is something I can neither confirm nor deny.
Anyone think Clorinde's smile is starting to look kinda scary?
Well, whatever happens, we'll just have to push on. But first, we should really figure out what to do with this treasure. If we're worried about arousing suspicion because of our identity, why don't we give ourselves a different name, just like Clorinde's master did?
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile. As long as we're helping people, it doesn't matter who we are or what we're called.
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want some more tea?
Paimon's good. Thanks. Why aren't you saying anything, Navia? Wait, what's that next to you?
Oh, this is the short sword Clorinde mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh. I'm surprised you managed to track it down after all this time.
Well, I made sure to take good care of it, considering the circumstances in which you gave it to me. Of course I had to keep it safe. Anyway, where were we? Oh, right. I was just thinking about all the potential ways for us to break out of prison. We could dig a tunnel, or try to bribe the guards.
Wait, we haven't been thrown into prison yet, have we?
Well, it's only a matter of time. It pays to be prepared. Just like how you should always have an umbrella on hand, even when it's sunny.
All right, Paimon's made up her mind. Let's just give the treasure away. Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land us in prison somehow, Paimon will be too upset to enjoy her snacks.
That is what you're worried about? Your snacks?
So, you've reached an agreement? All right then.
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered pieces of treasure on the ground as well.
All right. You collect the treasure and make your way back to the capital with your bag of loot in hand. The city is still shrouded in a gloomy, oppressive atmosphere. In places where
Thank you.
the elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you as you walk away, her eyes never leaving your back until...
She's probably trying to tell us to speed this up. We need to hurry up so we can address the sorcerer problem.
Should we go find that man again at the square? He seemed like a pretty responsible guy.
Oh, good idea.
Just as you start to make way to the square, intent on Please wait, distinguished guests. Several strange guards suddenly call out to you. They run forward to meet you and proceed to politely pay their respects.
Greetings, gentlemen. Are we being invited for afternoon tea?
Surely you jest, my lady. That would not be our place. It is His Excellency the King who requests to meet with you. Please come with us.
Surely you jest.
Do you think...
Well, we have to investigate the court at some point, right? Meeting the king.
I say we go for it. If something happens, we'll just turn the whole place upside down.
Bazooka.
That sounds a little intense.
After a quick discussion, you nod to the guards and agreed. Gilded tables line both sides of the hall. The space itself is adorned with all manner of expensive antiques, glass shelves, and silver candlesticks. The items appear quite ordinary in size and dimension, yet their presence somehow makes the emptiness of the hall feel even more surreal and ominous.
Wow, it's so luxurious.
The elderly king, clad in a magnificent robe, sits upon the deep crimson. He wears above his head a majestic crown, with a gemstone the size of a bird's egg set right at the very front. As you observe it, you see a complex pattern of light reflect off its surface. They're here, Your Majesty. A man dressed in dark clothes, likely a minister, shields his mouth with his hands and bends down to whisper a few words to the king. After a moment, he lowers his hands and stands back up. His gaze shifts to fixate on your group.
The king does not appear entirely aware of his surroundings. The man by his side, though.
The king remains still and says nothing. Esteemed guests, allow me to thank you for coming to our faraway kingdom. Unfortunately, His Majesty the King finds himself quite exhausted from work. So please allow me. I've heard tell that your group, the Marechaussee Hunters, used your exceptional ability with the sword to repel the monsters near the capital. Such a great deed deserves to be rewarded. However, seeing that I was not fortunate enough to observe such a feat with my own eyes, you'll forgive me for seeking to verify the truth by speaking to you myself.
Well, we've got nothing to hide. You brought us here to talk, right? The golem's blades were so powerful, they could cut down trees in a single swipe. It took a lot of effort to defeat them, even for well, there was enough details, right? Believe us now?
Your account does indeed match those of the survivors. Since you were the ones who defeated the monsters, that must mean you are also in possession of the treasure they stole?
Well, we did take the...
How did he know about the treasure?
And why will monsters take a treasure? They have no use for it. Unless that treasure is something that humans shouldn't have.
Then I must ask that you return it.
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved a reward? Shouldn't the treasure be considered a part of that?
Yes, that was indeed what I said. But you see, only that which is freely given by the king can be considered a reward. Taking the rightful wealth of a kingdom without said permission, on the other hand, is a crime.
But that's completely unreasonable.
Yeah, that makes no sense! If it weren't for us, the treasure would still be buried underground somewhere!
Maybe so, yet the fact remains. You tried to dispose of the treasure without reporting it to the court and without receiving permission, yes?
Shrill dull, man.
What, no answer? Surely you're not insinuating that you, a group of legendary Marechaussee hunters, sought to take the treasure for yourselves?
Nah. This guy's, it's in it.
Well, what about the king? Is he just gonna let this guy talk for him the whole time?
I I say he's doing something to the king, and he's doing something shady in the background.
Clad in his magnificent robe, the king remains seated, with his hands resting on either side of the throne. His posture is rigid and unmoving. He stares forward with an empty look in his eyes, completely unmoved by the events before him.
Nah, that guy is doing something to the king's fate. Surely.
From the look of things, could the Prime Minister be the evil sorcerer? Or...
I would like to observe the number of guards stationed in the hall.
The guards in the palace appear fully armed, their expressions solemn. Sensing the tense atmosphere in the room, they stand at the ready, each with a hand placed upon the hilt of their sword, as if prepared to draw their weapons.
Well, there goes my plan to turn the whole place upside down, I guess.
It appears we've been visited by nothing more than a group of ill-intentioned imposters. What a pity. Guards, before I decide your fate, however, I must first determine whether you have any accomplices outside the court.
Can't we try to slip away? Or maybe start some kind of riot?
But if we try to fight the guards right now...
Don't worry. At least we figured out who's behind all this. Let's just play it by ear. If you're scared, Paimon, just hold my hand.
Aw, thanks, you guys.
You allow yourself to be led away by guards surrounding you on both sides. It's only when you begin to feel drops of water falling from the dungeon ceiling and smell the stench of death and decay all around you that you stay here and don't try anything. The guards lock the cell door and leave without looking back.
Wait, sir!
Your voice echoes through the dark hall, but the only response...
No!
We carve out a new path of fate with our own two hands, of course. I draw my weapon.
You reach toward your waist, but find nothing there. You now recall that your weapons were confiscated before the guards locked you in the cell. The bag of treasure along with them.
What about that knife I hid in my boot?
When did you hide it in there?
When I was thinking about digging a tunnel.
Rejected. You failed to inform the GM of this course of action. Moreover, the guards would have conducted a thorough search before throwing you in prison.
And the keys to the cell aren't anywhere to be seen?
Correct. You don't even feel a lock hole on the cell door.
Oh, well, there goes all our plans.
Indeed.
Huh? Why are you the one saying indeed?
Because that statement holds true for me as well. This is where the script ends.
What? That's a terrible ending!
Generally speaking, this should be the point where the scriptwriter gives the players some kind of hint, or gives the GM some kind of code for how to move forward.
I mean, maybe they just really wanted us to be immersed in the feeling of being in prison? Like, they'll only show us the way out once we've grown truly and utterly desperate?
That is a possibility.
If only there were desserts and tea in real prison. Oh, wait, guess it's kind of how the Fortress of Meripede works if you're lucky.
Oh, before I forget, Navia, the short sword you had with you, I took a closer look, and the craftsmanship doesn't appear to resemble anything from this era. If I remember correctly, that style was last in vogue several hundred years.
Wait, Clorinde said that sword used to belong to her master, right? Does that mean her master?
I doubt it. The way she went about things often made her seem childish more than anything. I'd say the sword was most likely an heirloom passed down over time.
Hang on. A precious heirloom passed down to you by your master. And you gave it to me just like that? You weren't worried I might lose it?
Master left many things to me when she disappeared. There was the sword, an old key, and a good amount of junk I gave you the sword back then, because I didn't want our friendship to end.
Wait, when did this happen exactly?
After the duel. Between Mr. Callis and myself.
Before that, Clorinde would have meals with us and even stay over at the Spina some days. She was on great terms after the duel, though. There was a period of time where we simply didn't know how to face each other. We were both sad and conflicted, and totally overthinking everything as a result. Whenever I looked at this sword, I couldn't help but wonder. If Miss Petronia had never introduced us to each other back then, it felt like I hadn't just lost a father.
No one can change the past. The most important thing is that you two—
Yep. I'm sorry, you two. I didn't mean to bring up any sad memories.
Think nothing of it.
The next part of the script.
Oh, looks like the next part of our script is here.
Perfect timing. The situation was really...
From Clorinde's face, Paimon really can't tell if it's good news or bad news.
Water continues to drip from the ceiling. In this lightless dungeon, you lack a reliable way to tell how much time has passed. Eventually, you get used to the unpleasant odor of straw, mold, and rust, and find yourselves alternating between fits of drowsiness and despair. Suddenly, you hear footsteps outside the door.
Heads up, everyone. Someone's coming.
Gather close, everyone, and keep your voice down.
Who are you?
I work as a guard in these dungeons, but my true identity is the same as your own. Shh! I've already sent away the other guards, but if we...
I understand, but how can we be
The king has issued a formal decree. In light of the irrefutable proof of your crime, you're to be executed before tomorrow's sunrise. If you want to...
Executed? We barely did anything!
Nah, that's a trap. Of course, because your presence there means that the threat of the monsters is going to end, as well as the threat of the sorcerers. So, whoever is behind that is just pretty much removing the threat.
monsters appearing at the same location as the treasure? Could this...
There will be time for speculation once we're out of here. Infiltrating the capital was difficult, and finding a chance to speak with you has taken a lot out of me. I could go on, but I think we can all agree that...
Have you seen our weapons anywhere, sir?
Don't worry, I brought them with me. They're just behind the door. Still, these weapons alone won't be enough to defeat the true enemy behind the scenes. His faction is too powerful. The guards are all under his control, and he's even stationed a number of golems in various rooms throughout the palace. To defeat him, you must find a secret vault. It is said that within that vault, the Marachose hunters of the past left behind a treasure with the power to defeat...
You're not coming with us?
No, I'll remain in the dungeons to deal with the guards. As long as my identity is not revealed, I'll be able to aid you in the final...
In that case...
Thank you for your concern. I will do my utmost. As for the location of the vault, here.
Got it.
Okay.
All right, once I open the door, remember to stick close and refrain from making any noise. You now have the chance to restore the honor and legacy of the Marachose hunters, and be sure to exercise caution.
With the help of the guard, you successfully escape the dungeons. Your sense of despair and anxiety both seem to fade as you continue your quest.
Wait, we didn't get to use our skills at all while we were in prison. Who knows when we're gonna get the chance to use that cool summon spell?
That is a pity, but we can only continue to move forward.
I'll catch up.
This should be the place.
This bit of rock certainly looks...
Well, I'd say an investigation's in order then. Plus, if all else fails, we can just blow it up.
Wow, you really meant that!
Before you lies a serene stretch of open water, its surface shimmering a brilliant...
Well, guess this means it...
We.
Oh, what's the matter?
It's nothing. As you step into the cave, you find yourself in an eerily quiet space. Before you lies a narrow passageway that appears to trail off endlessly into the distance.
This must be where the treasure...
But this door is blocking our way in. It almost looks like it's been here for quite some time. I've got to hand it to the tabletop troupe. They really went all out with the props.
Huh. What have we got down here? A kind of mechanism connect...
A pattern on a stone door. That's something Master mentioned before.
Is something wrong?
After a long, difficult journey, you finally arrive at the location indicated by your map. It appears to be an ancient... Your surroundings are exceedingly quiet and serene, as if the secret that slumbers here has never once been disturbed. If you listen closely...
That description makes Paimon feel kinda bad for disturbing this place.
We're doing this for the sake of the people, to free them from the evil sorcerer. I say it's time for this treasure to once again see the light of day.
Linny's right. We need to keep going. The next part of the story requires us to solve the puzzle, right?
Yes. That... Something feels off about all this. Guess I'll just have to improvise.
Someone needs assistance.
something!
Found something here, too.
Same here.
I'll catch up.
Something just appeared. Some kind of new mechanism.
By solving the puzzles, you prove yourselves worthy. At the end of each puzzle, you're rewarded with a key.
Oh, it must be the key to the big door.
Huh? This is one of the Marechaussee Hunter keys that are passed down from generation to generation. It is said that 4 keys in total are required to form the final, complete key. And it seems like we just collected 3 of them. Huh? You hear a few strange noises. Suddenly, all the
What's going on?
For the sake of immersion, please close your eyes, everyone. Without the torches, the space is...
But Paimon can still see a little bit over here. Oh, right. Sorry.
She always doing something like that.
Suddenly, you hear the sound of footsteps pierce.
There's someone else here? Oh, this is so unsettling. I can't see anything.
I've been discovered then.
Wait, that voice, it's...
You recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place. It appears he now covets the treasure for himself.
Oh, so this is just part of the script. Well, if we can't see anything, that means we can't fight to the fullest of our abilities. Should we retreat?
Judging by the way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marechaussee hunter. But this isn't part of the script.
Retreat? That's not the hunter way. If it's dark for us, then it's dark for him. We choose to fight.
Your choice is noted. Please keep your eyes closed until I tell you the torches have been relit. This battle...
You got it!
Well then.
Really?
Into the shadows.
I'd like to try to hit him with my sword.
Your strike is successful.
You're facing a veteran Marechaussee hunter. You don't stand a chance.
Is he still standing? Goodness, he should...
Is it over? Can we open our eyes now?
Maybe I should have gotten Clorinde. It didn't convince me at the beginning, but she's good.
The enemy is strong and relentless, but the battle is nearing its end. The torches have not been relit.
What about now?
Final strike. Ha!
Well, did we get him?
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive display of courage, The four of you successfully defeat the uninvited guest. That look in his eyes. It's like he became an entirely different person as soon as I defeated him.
Huh? Mr. Oh, wait. We're supposed to be role-playing. I should stay in character. Speak your name, guard. Why did you lead us here? Is this treasure really more important to you than bringing peace to...
What kingdom? What peace? Those were nothing but lies! I, Florian, am a true Marechaussee hunter, descended from hunters of ages past.
So he's also using his real name. Or, wait, was that the name of his character from the very...
Then I'm even more confused. If you truly are a Marechaussee hunter, shouldn't you want to help us just like you said before? Shouldn't we fight together for the sake of the people?
What do you know? In this day and age, there's no glory to be had as a Marechaussee hunter.
What's that supposed?
My skills were passed down to me by my father. We lived a life of obscurity in the remote wilderness. Still, he devoted everything he had to being a Marechaussee hunter. And what did he get in return? A life of poverty and pain. In a world that forgot all about him. When he died, not a single person came to mourn his passing.
So what? Are you gonna cry?
The Marechaussee hunters were the ones who saved this city. We're heroes. We deserved more recognition and respect than this.
Is he talking about how no one in the capital seems to remember the hunters and their legacy? I didn't expect the script to contain this level of social criticism.
So that's why you want to take the treasure for yourself? You feel like you're owed fame and wealth?
If you already knew where the treasure was located, why didn't you just come down here and take it?
Because I still needed the final key.
Only a true Marechaussee hunter is capable of passing through this final door. As someone who sought to hurt others for his own gain, Florian lost that right long ago.
Okay, but what is this treasure anyway? We've got all the keys, right? So
You're sure?
We've been talking about it for so long. Of course we want to see what's inside.
And we've already defeated Florian, right? So he won't try to take it?
Pesky brats.
Watch yourself.
Then let's open the door together.
Clorinde, she's awesome. Damn it, I should have gotten her.
All right. You're... Before you, the door to the treasure, sealed and undisturbed for more than 100 years. You hear the shrill wail of the door hinge as it rotates for the first time after years of disuse. Almost like a sleeping giant letting out an extended yawn. You get the impression that the secrets buried behind this door might be just as heavy as the sound you just heard.
It's open! Come on, let's go in! Paimon wants to see what's inside!
Ooh, me too!
Okay.
ugh, uncovering hidden treasure is the most exciting part of adventuring. What do we have here? Uh-huh.
A stone tablet? And some shabby weapons?
You call this a treasure vault? Looks more like an...
Maybe the troop ran out of budget at...
They provided a super immersive experience at the beginning only to drop the ball at the most important part? They could have at least filled this place with cardboard mora or something.
I don't like how she always complains about everything.
Wait, I get it now. Paimon, this is the real Marechaussee hunter treasure.
Huh?
This is it? The Marechaussee hunter treasure is just a stone slab and some broken swords? I can't believe it.
Whoa, are you okay?
The Marechaussee hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. He needs to leave. The one of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure already. If the rest of you wish to follow suit, you may remain here in the meantime. and explore your surroundings.
The professional.
So, how are you doing? Feeling any better?
What just happened?
Do you remember how you got here? Or what?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to... The explosives in the cave!
You mean these?
Huh? How did you...
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave, so I kept an eye out. I've already
So the strongest champion duelist in all of Fontaine saved the day once again. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. It would seem your skills as a Marechaussee hunter are as sharp as ever.
I deserve some answers, don't you think? Everything you said earlier sounded like the truth. Luckily, your monologue was dramatic enough to convince my friends you were just role-playing.
I don't know. I just always felt like there was something in my heart that didn't belong to me. Something agitated and angry. Who knows? Maybe... The feelings about my father and the other Marechaussee hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I was angry, bitter that no one remembered them or praised. I don't know when it started, but at some point, my anger came to completely consume me. At that point, I remembered...
But if the treasure was all you cared about, why plant all those explosives? Wouldn't they just destroy the treasure and...
I can't remember. My head is a mess. It felt like...
From your description, I suspect you were dealing with a Devorator.
Devorator?
Oh, your master... your father, I mean. Never talked about it? It was a kind of monster that was active several centuries ago.
No, I've heard of it. I'm just not sure why you suddenly... Wait, it can't be. The seal!
The seal?
My family has served as Marechaussee hunters for many generations. But the title and swordsmanship weren't the only things. My father instructed me to always watch over that seal and maintain it regularly. He said it had been passed down over a truly ancient age, and protecting it was our clan's most important duty. But I neglected that duty after he died. I finally decided to come down and check on it one day.
The Devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being, even ones as capable as the Hunter. If you lacked the power to completely destroy it, you could easily fall prey to its influence and corruption. In light of this, some Marechaussee hunters chose to seal the Devorator away, in the hopes that a permanent solution would come with the passage of time.
I heard it has the power to amplify the obsessions and desires in people's hearts, to the point where they overtake you entirely. It would seem I'm not just lacking in skill with a blade, but in mental...
And yet, you were able to retrieve 3 of the 4 keys. If I remember correctly, each was entrusted to a...
One of them belonged to my father. The second I stole from a different hunter. And the third... was one that I snatched while the person was on the way home from the tavern. I know just how strong you are. It's as clear as day to everyone in Fontaine. I observed you from dusk to dawn, but could never find any opportunity to sneak up on you. I never even saw you drink a single glass of liquor. The only way I could think to obtain that last key was to lure you here using your hobby, and then...
I won't comment on anything else, but the script was good.
Well, I did pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marechaussee hunters, and how they came to be forgotten.
It's more than just a story.
Huh?
You're proud to be a hunter. You're still holding onto that part.
I have done so many despicable things.
Then explain the purpose of the evil sorcerer in your story. Isn't he the true antagonist? The one who sought nothing but his own gain, and used the people as pawns to attain it? In your heart of hearts, he was...
But I've already tainted my sword. I no longer...
Wake up, Florian. Remember how you introduced yourself earlier. Do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to be loved and acknowledged by the people? What did your... You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you serve. There's nothing special about a blade. It's the intentions of the wielder that matter above all else.
I like that line. You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you serve.
Do you still not understand? Even after seeing the treasure for yourself? The contents of that room, they represent the true legacy.
You're right. I am a Marashose hunter.
I wouldn't be so quick to push aside the need for redemption.
I know. That's a charge I won't bother to defend myself against.
Good. Then, come with me, and help me see the script through to the end.
Huh? See the script through to the end?
Never finished it, huh?
No, I mean, I wrote the script with the sole purpose of luring you all here. There was no reason to write beyond this point.
Then we'll just have to keep writing it. The evil sorcerer still needs to be defeated.
You mean the Devorator? Are you saying I have to make up the rest of the script as we go along?
Is that really so hard? You've already written most of it. Surely you can write an ending where the hunters win and justice prevails. I'll be there to help you too.
You aren't afraid your party will fall into danger?
I know what my friends are capable of, and they're all quite skilled. Besides...
Then, are you going to tell them the truth about all that?
I don't intend to spoil the fun. Sometimes, protecting dreams and...
Come on!
They're back!
That took a while.
Ahem! My fellow Marashose hunters, please forgive me, for I have sinned.
Tone it down.
Sorry. After crossing swords with you and witnessing your courage in battle, I've rediscovered my true self and regained my pride as a Marashose hunter.
Oh, do I smell a redemption arc?
I confess, I was brainwashed by the evil sorcerer. He asked me to lure you here so he could bury you in this cave.
That little... Wait, you're saying all of that wasn't you, but the evil sorcerer?
That's right. He's adept at manipulating the hearts and minds of the people. I fell under his influence because I did not possess a strong enough sense of will.
Huh! And how are you going to prove that you're a changed man? We're not going to fall for the same trap twice.
To be perfectly honest, I only came to my senses after seeing the treasure. It reminded me of my father's past teachings. The treasure was...
The names of all the Marashose hunters from ages past and their weapons?
Wait, you...
Of course. Don't underestimate a veteran role-player's exploration skills. Wait, I mean Marashose hunter Navia's exploration skills.
We just finished reading through the content of the stone tablet.
That tablet recorded the lives of some fascinating people. For example, this Marashose hunter called Est. She inherited the responsibilities of the Golden Hunter and passed judgment on many people. But in private, she had a very easygoing personality. Her favorite pastime was singing and...
So, she was just like you.
Oh, you really think so?
Well, when you put it that way, I suppose I also have a few things in common with this Walter. Working as an executioner, he supposedly used a countless number of tricks to confound his enemies in battle. Oh, if only I could have seen the feats of magic he pulled off back then.
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments. How could they have...
Because they chose to be. To hunt monsters that only appear in the shadows, you must also operate in the dark. To be a Marashose hunter is to willingly give up on wealth and fame.
Then this stone tablet must have been left behind.
That's right. Few Marashose hunters ever revealed their identity to the public. They always protected that the only time they spoke of their accomplishments would be at night, when they gathered with their fellow hunters in front of the bonfire to share stories of the monsters.
So, this tablet was created not so that the hunters would be remembered by the people, but...
No wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the stone tablet in solemn silence. The names of your comrades etched. The tablet proves that, although a hunter walks a shrouded path, it is not a solitary one. There will always be those who walk beside you. A fact that remains as true today as in ages long past. Their legacies shall continue to be passed down from generation to generation.
Father, you once told me that I should seek out the treasure if I ever became lost. Thank you, my friend. I implore you, everyone, please give me a chance to make up for all I've done. Allow me to fight alongside you and defeat the evil sorcerer that threatens the—
Well, sounds good to me too. Everyone may—
I have no objections, but... Mr. Florian, do you...
When he took over my mind, I gained some insight into his thoughts. Every time I thought of the treasure, he reacted with a strong sense—
Huh? He's afraid of the treasure? But there's nothing here except...
What if the secret's hidden inside these weapons? GM, permission to investigate.
Of course.
At first glance, the weapons appear absolutely ordinary. But as you observe them, you notice these blades have slain countless monsters. Though it's been a long time since they were used in battle, their edges remain sharp, as if they're simply waiting for the next worthy hunter to care.
So basically take these with us, right?
I'll take this weapon, since it used to belong to Est. Maybe it'll find comfort in being...
Ah, good idea. I'll take Mr. Walter's bow then. From one archer magician to another.
Paimon's gonna pick a cool weapon too!
You don't fight.
As you grip your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing through your being. It's a feeling of courage, determination,
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the evil sorcerer?
I was able to see his surroundings when our minds were connected. I believe he's We must be extremely careful. He's spent so long living among—
Then why don't we
No, we have to strike now. He was greatly weakened when I managed to break out of his control. If we let him rest—
I agree with Mr. Florian. We've got to act while we have the advantage.
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point in waiting. The longer this...
Yes, that's what's called— Yes, that's exact—
Alright, you've
Mr. Florian, please—
Of course. Follow—
He had to set up so many scenes today, and now he has to join in for this last part.
Finally, you decide to slay the evil sorcerer. As you walk away, you feel the gaze of the stone tablet at your back. Finally, you arrive at the church Florian described. As you approach, an ominous aura surrounds you.
How strange. This uneasy feeling seems so real.
Now, it is time for the final battle.
Let's go!
Florian, wait.
What's wrong?
I think you should wait outside. You've already been corrupted by the Devorator once. It could easily re-enter your mind and take control of your body. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be this close. If it corrupts you again, it's possible you might take on a new form and...
That's exactly why I have to go. Why I should be at the very... Yes. I intend to lure it into my body.
That's too risky. If things get out of hand, I might have to kill you.
I understand, but if I do this, the Devorator will have a hard time passing up a chance to enter a body it knows how to control. You won't have to worry about any of your friends being taken over. You're not like me, Miss Clorinde. You're a just and powerful Marechaussee hunter. The monster broke free due to my error. It's only right that I shoulder the responsibility for its destruction. This is... Consider it a duel to restore my honor. My only request...
Then, as a champion duelist, I hereby accept your request for a duel. The battle is now upon us. Let the Devorator once again tremble under the blade of the Marechaussee hunter.
All right, though. Bring it on.
So lifelike.
This foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure. The power to defeat it in your own 2 hands.
The treasure? You mean... The names! It's the Marechaussee hunters' names!
How are we supposed to...
You forget, Paimon? There's still one skill we saved until the very end.
Hunters fight not for fame, but to aid the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marechaussee Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters, I call for aid!
Est, the Marechaussee Hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
Petronia, protector of justice and order. The hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength.
We have come to answer your summons.
Astonishing.
And so, the monsters were eradicated, and the sorcerer was defeated. Peace soon returned to the capital. Those in the court, manipulated by some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom, but others simply continued their lives none the wiser. Such is the story of the Marechaussee Hunters. They will always protect the city, and those within it, even should all memory of their accomplishments be forgotten by the very people they serve.
I am assuming we...
Yes, you've reached one of...
It's a pretty solid story overall. I thought it was just an ordinary adventure at first, but the further we got into it, the more impressed I became with the production. That final battle especially. All the effects.
Oh, right. Yeah. Totally.
That's a really good point. I never expected the weapons we picked up from the—
Yeah, mine nearly scared the daylights out of me when it started glowing. I took a good look at it after we got out, but I don't think it ever lit up again. Oh, we should probably give these props back, right? I'll just leave mine here.
Did you have a good time?
Of course. Let me know if another script like this comes around.
Sure, no problem.
Then I'll head back for now. I think I need some time to fully digest everything that just happened. Once Mr. Florian is awake, please pass on my regards to him. He must be extremely exhausted to have passed.
You're right. He's had a lot to deal with.
Well, see you all some other time. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo.
Okay, so, can I ask now?
I think it should be fine, yeah.
What in the world was going on back there?
That time in the cave when you told us to close our eyes, it'd be weirder if we didn't notice anything.
I was dying of curiosity the entire time. I mean, you did a pretty bang-up job of pretending nothing had gone wrong. Farina actually looked like she thought all of it was planned.
Guess none of us wanted to be the one to break the illusion.
What are you all talking about?
Oh, wait. Don't tell me Paimon never... Oh, this is all my fault. It's not too late.
Bit late for that, don't you think?
You're saying everything that happened back there wasn't actually part of the script?
It's probably more accurate to say this was never a real scripted story to begin with.
What?
So loud.
Hey, you! Get up right now and explain yourself!
No shaking, please!
Did Paimon just hear that right? You guys made up that whole last part on the spot? It's not nice to lie to people, but Paimon's gotta admit, that was a...
Yeah, it was like watching a magician improvise a spectacular magic trick after forgetting an important prop.
If Paimon knew something was wrong with that vault, she would have floated straight in the opposite direction.
Everything was under control.
As if you've ever described a situation as being out of control. I'm pretty sure any situation you consider to be easy to handle would scare a reasonable person half to death.
Guess I'm just used to it.
You must run into a lot of unexpected situations then. That explains why you're so good at coming up with things.
As for you...
I know there's no excuse for what I did. I'll turn myself into the guards at once, confess my crimes, and...
I would say you've already suffered more than enough.
What?
You may have been blinded by fame and fortune in the beginning, but your actions during the final battle had proven... You'll be far more used to the city above ground than below.
But...
Of course, you'll still need to take the keys and pay a personal visit to the 2 hunters you wronged. Prepare to accept any terms they give you as well. As far as I'm concerned, though, your showing in the duel was enough to prove your honor.
Then, thank you so much, everyone. I'll do my best to prove myself until we meet again.
Okay.
Speaking of Marashose hunters, what should we do about the treasure in...
Leave it be.
Are you sure? We could show it to people, make it so that the hunters are
No. Every name on that tablet made the same choice. I am no exception. My identity as a Marashose hunter is not something I need people to remember.
That's certainly very different from the path of a magician.
Wait! Paimon just remembered something. If there were no special effects involved, why did...
That's because the Marashose hunters of ages past would often imbue their weapons with special enchantments to suppress the monsters. Whenever a monster was nearby...
Oh, So that's why they had an effect on that guy near the...
Well, I'm sure the summons were a part of it too.
Oh? How's...
This particular Devorator probably hailed from the same era as the hunters The names you recited all belonged to the bravest hunters. Countless monsters fell to their blades. That's likely why the Devorator visibly reacted when you said them out loud.
So the names held the power?
Navia. Everything you said during your summon.
Huh? Oh, I meant what I said. I mean, it was true to my character, so...
I really appreciated those words.
All right. Don't get all sentimental on me. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore.
She ran off!
I should probably head back as well. This story was truly
Okay.
Traveler. Should your name and deeds be forgotten, what do you think the significance of your journey will be?
I suppose the significance would be the journey itself and the world we helped create. There's still value in the time I shared with everyone here, in the things we were able to accomplish, even if no one remembers them.
A great answer. I'll remember it. Me, the Marachose hunter, says nothing in response to that question.
Okay.
Perhaps her answer lies in her silence. An unspoken vow left to echo through the night. The path she walked.
Okay. Right on time. Cool. Now let's head back. Okay, that was nice. Although I regret not getting Clorinde. Alrighto. Okay, that will be the end of the stream. Tomorrow I will be back at the regular time, and I will be continuing with the story quest for Sichwin. Well, the bunny girl, the Melusine part human. Well, that one. I will continue with that one. But well, thank you very much for anyone that was present or that will be present in the future. I appreciate that support very much. I will continue adding content related to video games day after day until the internet breaks or YouTube stops working alongside Twitch. I don't know. I will continue. That's the point. In any case, well, I'm gonna leave you with the quote for today that I mentioned at the beginning, which was, when you can't find someone to follow, you have to find a way to lead by example. Roxanne Gay said that. And, well, pretty accurate. If you are not the kind of person that follows, then you can become a leader. If you're not the kind of person that will like to be a leader, then you can just lead with your example. Because either if you don't notice it, everything you do gets eventually noticed by someone. You don't know, but when you do something good, even more if it is something great or extreme, there's always someone that will be affected by that. That's why I think you have to be very careful on what you do and what you say every day, because you don't know who you're going to affect positively or negatively with what you do. And if you affect someone in the wrong way, it might end up being something you regret, because you maybe didn't want to affect that person in that way. That is why I personally, at least, always try to be careful with what I say and do, because you don't know who you're going to affect, and it's better to be the best version of yourself, so that if you affect someone, that someone can be affected in a positive way, and maybe that positive interaction will create a spark on that person that will lead them through a path of greatness or extreme happiness. I don't know, something very good. But in any case, I'm gonna leave you with that. I hope it's any help for any of you. Please remember to take a look at my YouTube channel. You're going to find the link in the description of my Twitch channel if you're watching live, alongside my social media. You're going to find a lot of content there, so go nuts. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please like and subscribe. Share it with others for them to enjoy as well, and comment if you have anything interesting to say. Now, I'm going to upload this video as soon as I can. Hopefully you will be able to watch it during the afternoon or the evening. So I hope you get to enjoy it through YouTube. In any case, well, thank you again for the support. I wish you all a wonderful day, a wonderful afternoon, a great lunch, great nap, great everything. So thank you, and have a wonderful day. See you for now.